couple $100,000 a month.
A month.
Had some months over $1 million.
They say that you're pushing underage girls into OnlyFans. Is that?
Girls can't sign a contract. They can't sign up on OnlyFans. Like, it's physically impossible. It's just obvious bullshit. Like, anyone with a brain would know that's can't possibly be true, because you can't sign age girls. Like, that just makes no sense. Like, what are you gonna do with them?
You think there's underage girls on OnlyFans?
It's impossible. You need a passport and an ID, a tax ID. You need everything to like actually go on. People don't get. So it's just like the allegation is just so stupid, because it's just like you can't physically do that.
Day by day, this dude was bragging about pulling in crazy money every single month. We're talking hundreds of thousands, sometimes even hitting over $1 million a month. Now suddenly he's back living at his parents' crib, and everybody's asking what went down. What happened to those 35 houses he claimed he was renting out like some big-time property boss? That whole story is looking shaky now. And here's another twist. It's coming out that his pops only makes around $10,000 to $15,000 a month, give or take. That's decent money, sure, but not the type of cash you'd expect if he was really backing a lifestyle like Jack's. And the wild part? Jack Doherty is staying with them again. People are questioning if that household income is even enough to keep up with the way Jack spends. Fans are wondering if everything behind the scenes is truly okay, or if his whole empire is crumbling right in front of us. But the real storm is the legal heat circling him.
Been any phase in your life where you didn't make money and you were like, oh fuck, maybe that's it, like maybe it's over?
Yeah, I remember I moved out of New York. Like I just finished high school and I moved from New York to LA, and I got like a $25,000 a month house on Rodeo Drive. I was just doing YouTube at the time, and like, you know, my rent was like $25K a month. I was splitting with like 3 other people, but like still, like I was doing like 30-40K a month on YouTube, and you know, videos are expensive. You have employees and stuff and rent and everything. It was like adding up, and I was like, yo, I need to make more money. Like, I need to do something. And I figured it all out.
What'd you do?
Started an OnlyFans management.
That's what you started?
Yeah, when I was 18.
Crazy.
Jack is refusing to plead guilty to any of the allegations tied to his agency and those accusations about him supposedly messaging underage girls, which he says is impossible. The streets are asking what's next for him, and if there's something coming that could actually bring legal consequences crashing down on his head. This situation is getting messier by the day. There are so many shocking updates surrounding Jack Doherty right now. It feels like every week something new pops off. And yeah, this is the same Jack who openly admitted he's been doing shady stuff on stream just to chase attention and boost his numbers. He literally said it himself during his latest appearance on the Bradley podcast show. What? I don't want to how shameless are you, Jack Doherty? That line alone had people shaking their heads because everyone already knows the vibe. But hey, at least he finally admitted it himself, basically agreeing that folks weren't lying on his name. He really is an attention hunter and a full-blown clout chaser, dropping chaotic content just to stay in the mix. And when he says all this straight from his own mouth, what's even left to defend anymore?
Type of hate do you get?
A lot. I mean, people obviously, like, social media is different than like in real life, and people don't understand that. So it's like you obviously play a persona online, and that's what gets attention and views, and that's what like brought me here and made me all this money and gives me this lifestyle. And it's like people don't understand that, but I'm not a bad guy at the end of the day. I'm just trying to keep living this life and do what I gotta do, but also I want to do it in the best ways possible. I don't want to probably make I don't know, like maybe 10, 15K a month, depends.
People like this eventually hit that moment where everything catches up to them, and it looks like Jack's time finally came. And don't forget, this is the same Jack Doherty who, right after crashing his McLaren and getting banned on Kick, pulled another shady stunt just to spark views again. He played it off like he got his $300,000 chain snatched right in front of his own bodyguard in LA, acting like it was some real-life robbery. But the way that whole thing looked, man, people still think he might have set it up himself just to stay trending. And the crazy part? It worked. The clip went insanely viral. But after watching everything fall apart, even Jack admits he regrets a lot of it now. He's out here saying he's facing lessons from God and that everything he lost too early. Listen to how wild that sounds coming from him. Look at his face in that moment. That's not the same dude who used to flex nonstop and brag about every dollar he made.
Crashed my McLaren, crashed my dirt bike like twice since then. Ended up in the hospital both times. Just so much stuff happens to me. Whatever, it's life. It's like God's teaching me a million lessons so early on. McLaren, crashed my dirt bike like twice since then. Ended up in the hospital both times. I crashed my boat. I crashed my Can-Am. I crashed my...
Crash your relationship.
Yeah. I crashed my... What else recently? Yeah, I just got robbed. Just so much stuff happens to me. It's so unfortunate, but it's just like whatever. It's life. It's like God's teaching me a million lessons so early on, and I'm blessed for it, you know?
This is the same guy who stacked his money off gambling, OnlyFans promos, sketchy business deals, and every controversial hustle he could squeeze into his brand. And now he's suddenly talking about regret and spirituality? It's almost surreal. I'm not saying people can't evolve, but when Jack starts acting like he's having a spiritual awakening, you can't help but look at it sideways and wonder if it's real or just another performance for views. But even after everything he claimed about changing, there's still no real proof Jack Doherty has actually shifted his behavior. Right after all that talk, he jumped into another shady, desperate attempt to get back in the spotlight online, and that move flopped hard. Then came the serious allegations tied to his business agency. Accusations that he tried multiple times to bring people who should have never been involved into his model agency. Things got so tense that CPS even pulled up to investigate his house and the people around him. That alone shows how wild the situation got. And right now, Jack is denying all of it. He's acting like every single claim is just noise made by people jealous of him. But really, Jack, do you honestly think folks are hating on you for no reason? That's a stretch. I'm not sitting here saying he did every single thing he's accused of, but let's be real. With someone like Jack Doherty, the line between truth and chaos is always blurred, and this kind of behavior is exactly what makes people side-eye everything he does.
Allegations.
Abuse.
Like I'm abusing my. You caught me. No.
Dude, let him listen.
I'll get myself in.
Jack and others like him keep pushing society in a wild direction, hiring girls to join his OF agency and throwing nonstop promotion behind it because that's his main revenue stream. He even admitted himself that he started the agency strictly to get financially stable, straight from his own mouth. No mystery there. So yeah, when you look at the bigger picture, it's hard to ignore that Jack Doherty contributes to the messy culture we're seeing online. Just look at how fast young creators can get pulled into wild situations. Names like Lil Tay, Sophie Rain, and Bod Bobby show how chaotic that path can get. This is the type of energy that keeps the internet spinning out. These girls are out here making millions in just a single hour, and people like Jack Doherty keep pushing their names non-stop. Because of that, a whole generation is getting thrown off track, chasing the wrong type of inspiration while real motivation disappears from the picture. And the wild thing is, if you really pay attention, dudes like Jack aren't bothered by any of it. They're fully cashing out from the chaos.
Jack Doherty, bro, you know he was texting Piper and like asking her like if she's setting up. He said, "I can make you double."
Jack Doherty, I'm a good man. I don't need anything.
This is exactly why someone like Jack needs to be held accountable for the shady moves he keeps pulling. There's gotta be consequences for real. And when his downfall started snowballing, what did he do? Instead of taking a step back, he jumped straight into launching another sketchy crypto project, clearly trying to flip quick money off people. Then when folks called him out, he wiped all the evidence like nothing happened. That pattern says everything. When guys like this get cornered, they always reach for some fast hustle, any hustle, just to stack cash again. And it keeps getting more obvious every time. And that's why people are saying Jack Doherty needs to answer for what he's been doing, because the situation keeps getting messier by the day.
Titled girl is using you for money. Chrissy's mom, what do you have to say about that, huh?
I don't believe she's using you for money.
Yeah, I mean, I've only spent, 10 racks on those, pay her rent and everything else, right?
Yeah.
Jack's condition has gotten so rocky that now he can't even cover his own girlfriend's expenses, and he's running around claiming she's only with him for the money. He even said that right in front of her mother, like it was nothing. The whole moment was awkward and tense, and you could tell he was spiraling hard. And then her mother straight up told him, "I don't believe she's using your money." That hit different because it exposed how chaotic his mindset has become. This whole situation just keeps getting wilder. Yeah, Jack's situation right now is looking worse than ever, and it's getting harder to ignore. It seriously looks like he can't even keep up with his regular day-to-day expenses anymore. And honestly, how would he? Even before all this mess, his ex-girlfriend McKinley had his whole life twisted up, and his money started dropping off heavy. Back when she was around, he was pulling huge numbers. Now he's not even making a tenth of what he used to. That's a massive fall off. Girl, when I should have been...
Everything, bro. When I met this girl, I was making $1.5 million a month. Now, I'm making probably a tenth of that. Like, what the happened?
You heard that clip? That line alone showed how lost he was getting. At this point, he's lost almost all of his income streams, and you barely even see Jack Doherty on YouTube or anywhere else. The dude who used to be everywhere is suddenly nowhere, and that says a lot. This isn't the same Jack Doherty who was boasting about millions every month, flexing nonstop, and acting like he had everything lined up perfectly. Right now, it feels like he's getting hit from every direction, and each day he's sinking even deeper into the mess he created. And the way things are going, it really seems like the day might come when Jack Doherty completely disappears from the internet. What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the BeyondFame channel. Share this video around, and I'll see you on the next one.